Yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield and punching the end zone without turning it over.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. There to stopping was Darius Leonard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Redskins' 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
20. Gun. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Newton escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
10. Check three. Switch.
Allen now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Set, punch, go to base. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Say.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 2nd and a yard, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Shaw. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen going for it all. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0.
That's the score. Redskins 10, Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Throwing again. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
53.
Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
To throw again, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. What's the curl?
Newton throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Great.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Gun.
Back to throw, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Strong right.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Shaw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here we go. Ain't your data. Mike to 59. I'm on.
Here's Allen. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
I got you. Check 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Redskins 17, Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On second and 11 now. Newton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. 59.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Shaw. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shaw, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Over. Hey, right 52. Here we go, here we go. Go.
Allen now looks to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now Allen shoves him aside. He'll bite into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun. Check 52.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. His team showed up.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their time.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down now. It's Shaw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Newton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 74 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shaw. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
50 seconds, come on. Check. 25, check 25.
On 3rd down, it's Shaw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taylor now returning it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Great. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now Newton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
20.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonnu Smith, 48 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Gun.
Here's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Second and 9. Allen, throw left side is complete to Reed. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. To the air, Allen. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. Shaw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shaw, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Eluding the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's going to be a long day. Check it.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw is Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Gun. What's the eye? Gun.
Throwing again is Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Three buds. Mike spot 9.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team.